Good morning, students. Welcome back to your social science class. We were doing history, chapter number 4, the regional kingdoms 2. And this will be my video number 2. In the previous video, in video number 1, we have already discussed how these kingdoms, how these provinces, they became independent and they emerged as regional kingdoms. Then I also told you that out of these kingdoms, there were two kingdoms which emerged as powerful regional kingdoms, and they were Vijayanagar and Bahamani. Now in video number 1, we have already discussed about Kashmir, Marwar and Mewar. Today we will be discussing about the other regional kingdoms, and we will be starting with Jaunpur. Now Jaunpur, if you remember in the Sultanate period where we studied about the Tughlaq dynasty, we read about Firoz Shah Tughlaq, right? You remember about Firoz Shah Tughlaq? I told you that he founded new towns such as Jaunpur, Firozabad and Hisar Firoza. So when we talk about Jaunpur, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, he appointed Malik Sarwar as the governor. Okay, Malik Sarwar, he was the governor during the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Then when Taimur invaded India, Malik Sarwar, he took advantage of the confusion which prevailed in India. Taimur, he was a very shrewd ruler. When he invaded India, he did a lot of destruction in Delhi, and taking advantage of all this confusion, he declared himself as the independent ruler and founded Sharki dynasty. And when we talk about Sharki dynasty, the most powerful ruler of Sharki dynasty was Ibrahim Shah Sharki. But in 1484, Behlul Lodi, he conquered Jaunpur. You all know the region of Jaunpur, right? It is in Uttar Pradesh. We all know that, okay? So this was all about Jaunpur. Moving towards the next kingdom, that was Bengal. You know, Bengal, it was an important center for trade. Now, the question comes to my mind is, why we'll say that Bengal was an important center for trade? Do you have any idea regarding this? See what the location, Bengal's location is such a way, it was in such a way that it became an important center for trade. You know, Bengal, it was the eastern pole of Islamic India, and Bengal in the east, it was open to sea. So merchants from around the world traded in Bay of Bengal. That is why it was an important center for trade. But here governors of Bengal, they revolted because this place was very far from Delhi, and Delhi was the main hub during that time. Okay, it was the central part. So governors of Bengal, they revolted, and in 14th and 15th century, Ilyas Shahi and Hussain Shahi, they ruled Bengal. But in 16th century, Mughals, they annexed the kingdom of Bengal. This is how we will be seeing all these kingdoms were later on annexed by Mughals, which gave rise to the Mughal Empire. Clear about Bengal? So what did we understand in Bengal? First thing, we understood that it was an important center for trade. The reason behind was its location. Then we understood we came to know about the rulers who ruled Bengal, and we came to know about two names, Ilyas Shahi and Hussain Shahi. So 14th and 15th century, they ruled Bengal, and in 16th century, this kingdom was annexed by the Mughals. Clear? Next, moving to Malwa. Malwa, it was founded by Dilawar Khan. Now, who was Dilawar Khan? See, he was the governor of Malwa for the Delhi Sultanate, who asserted his independence in 1392. He declared his independence that this is an independent province in 1392, but assumed the royalty in 1401. In 1400 when only it was fully started as an independent kingdom. I'm telling you all these names. I'm telling you from where in which kingdom they were the governor, because this will give you an idea how they were, like how they became an independent ruler from the governor of a particular kingdom. Okay. So Malwa, you all have understood that Dilawar Khan, who founded the kingdom of Malwa, he was the governor for the Delhi Sultanate. Later on, he also declared it is an independent kingdom. Here in Malwa, the powerful ruler was Hussain Shah. Okay, and the sultans of Malwa, they fought with Delhi, Jaunpur and Gujarat. Later on, this was conquered by Sher Shah. Okay, moving towards our next kingdom, it is Gujarat. Now, talking about Gujarat, the founder Muzaffar Shah, he was appointed as governor of Gujarat by Nasiruddin Muhammad bin Tughlaq IV in 1391. Okay, we know that Muzaffar Shah, he founded an independent kingdom in Gujarat in 15th century. But who was this Muzaffar Shah? He was the governor of Gujarat who was appointed by Nasiruddin Muhammad bin Tughlaq IV in 1391. And this Gujarat, the end of this sultanate, it came in 1573 when Akbar annexed Gujarat in his empire. Okay, and when we talk about the famous rulers of this kingdom, they were Ahmad Shah, Mahmud Shah and Bahadur Shah. So this was all about Gujarat. Moving towards the last kingdom, that is Khandesh. Now, you know, the Khandesh, there was Raja Ahmad. He was also known as Malik Raja. He was the first independent ruler of Khandesh. And the ancestors of Malik Raja, they were amongst the most respectable nobles in the court of Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. And where is Khandesh? It forms the northwest portion of Maharashtra state. Okay. Later on, Raja Ahmad, he was succeeded by Nasir Khan. Nasir Khan had built the town of Burhanpur. And later on, this I have already told you that rulers of Gujarat, they annexed Khandesh. So this was all about the kingdoms of which declared their independence and which started ruling independently. So what did we all do today? We started with Jaunpur, then we moved to Bengal. After in Bengal, I told you that it was an important center of trade due to its strategic location. After Bengal, we moved to Malwa, where I told you about Dilawar Khan, okay, who was the governor of Malwa for the Delhi Sultanate. After Malwa, we moved to Gujarat, where we discussed about Muzaffar Shah, who was also the governor of Gujarat, who was appointed by Nasiruddin Muhammad bin Tughlaq IV. Later on, he founded an independent kingdom in Gujarat. And lastly, we discussed about Khandesh. Khandesh, he was the first independent ruler was Raja Ahmad, okay, who was later on succeeded by Nasir Khan. And how did Raja Ahmad, he declared his independence? Where did he belong to first? His ancestors were the nobles in the court of Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So clear about all the kingdoms. If we talk about video number 1 and video number 2, we have discussed different regional kingdoms like Kashmir, Marwar, Mewar, Jaunpur, Bengal, Malwa, Gujarat and Khandesh. In my next video, we will be discussing in detail about Vijayanagar. Hope you remember, I have already told you in video number 1. Today also I started the session with telling you about the two powerful kingdoms, that is Vijayanagar and Bahamani. So in my next video, we will be discussing about Vijayanagar. Now, based on today's session, please write down these questions in your notebook and you have to do it. Question number 1. Who founded the kingdom of Malwa and who was the most powerful ruler? Question number 2. Name some famous rulers of Gujarat. Okay. Question number 3. How did Sharki dynasty came into existence? We have already discussed all these 3 questions in the topics that we covered today. Please do this in your notebook. Please go through video number 1 and video number 2 once again before studying about the Vijayanagar kingdom. Till then, all of you, please take care. Be at home, stay safe, complete your work on time and be a little more serious towards your studies. Okay? Bye bye students. Take care.